Well, this here is going to be a video that, well, this is going to be my first video I'm posting. So, don't mind me. I'm using my iPhone. Yeah. I'm going to be kind of a rant and raving. Mainly about guns. Everything that's going on right now. Piers Morgan. He can kiss my ass. Yeah. So, please keep all the mean comments. Come on. Get real, people. We're not 12. So, get over yourself. But anyways, first I want to show you this. This here is an Iver silver satin bulldog 38 special. This was my grandfather's gun he bought when he was in the Navy. Back then, you wanna know how much this thing cost? $98. $98. That's you ain't gonna find nothing in this caliber for that price now. It's a very nice gun, and to make y'all happy, I will show you that it is unloaded. Well, at least I'm gonna try to show you. I don't know. Okay, there we go. See the cylinder? Because it's old 38. Hang on. Okay. You can barely see the cylinder, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. It is unloaded. I don't keep anything in this because the only 38s he's got are from about the time he bought this, which was about mid 1970s. So it's quite old. Still works. Quite old. And then, so back to what this video is about. Yes, there's been a lot of gun violence as of late. But what people need to realize is it's not the guns. It's not the amount of guns. It is about the people who have the ability to get a hold of them when we have laws already to keep them away from them. We are just not strict enough on them. And as for gun bans, it's not going to do nothing. And one, it's our Second Amendment right. And two, and the Second Amendment right was created for our protection, us civilians, against our government if there was ever one to be, there's a word I'm looking for. Tyrannical, I believe it was. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. But to defend ourselves against them. Now, over time, the military has changed since the Constitution was written. Our military no longer has muskets. They don't use muskets, blunderbuss, black powder. Come on, people. We're in the 22nd century. I mean, we are using assault rifles now. What the government uses, we, in return, have the right to own due to the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment was created for whatever weapons the military has, us civilians can have. Granted, there's stuff we can't have, like tanks, RPGs, and such, which is fine. But as far as firearms, rifles, M4s, AR-15s, whatever, we have the right to own. Granted, an M4 is fully automatic, which a civilian can own if he has the right license. But a lot of people don't feel like going through the hassle to fill out the paperwork and to pay a freaking huge tax, which I think is like $200-300 on a tax you have to pay. And a lot of people don't want to do that, so they go with the AR-15, which is a civilian version of an M4 and is only available in semi-automatic. Now, being it's semi-automatic, it only will fire as many rounds as you can pull that trigger. As fast as you can pull your finger on that trigger will be as fast as those rounds come out. It's not pull the trigger and hold and empty your clip. No, it don't work like that. And that's what people need to understand. The AR-15s that we have accessible to us civilians are not like the ones that the military has. They have fully automatic capability. We do not. Yes, with the right information, you can turn an AR-15 into a fully automatic. But a lot of people don't know where to get that information. I sure don't. I mean, I could probably figure it out, but I don't know where to get that information. And a lot of what people see on the news, like Piers Morgan, who you can suck one, he showed a clip on his show one evening, and it really pissed me off because what he was proposing was a fully automatic AR-15 was not in fact a fully automatic AR-15. What his lack of knowledge was the buttstock that was on that AR-15 was called a slide fire buttstock. Now what that buttstock is it replaces the buttstock the AR-15 comes with, which is on a telescopic slide and is usually between 3 to 6 position, so it's for close quarter combat. Well, what happens is you replace it and you put it on the slide, and it gives you the ability to either use it as a standard buttstock, or you can let it slide on the rail. And now what that does is also it extends, coming from the buttstock, plastic extends over the trigger well, which in fact the trigger sits inside that box. So really, your finger, when you put your finger in the trigger well, your finger is not on the trigger. What you're doing is you're resting your finger on the plastic that it's sitting there. When you got the pistol grip of the AR, it sits there. And in order for you to fire that weapon, you have to pull the gun into your finger. Now once that happens, because of the recoil from the 223-556, it creates enough force to push the gun back. And then you have to pull it back forward. Now, once you get into, used to using that, yeah, you can pump out some rounds, but nowhere near a full automatic M4. So that really pissed me off, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And as far as Europe on, oh, we haven't had guns and our da-da-da. Dude, UK next to here, Chicago, in the US, has the worst murder rates due to guns. Why? Because y'all took them away. Let me explain that to you. You took them away from law-abiding citizens who can essentially have no way of defending themselves now. I ain't gonna bring no damn knife to a gunfight. Are you serious? Get real. Now, I live here in Florida, Central Florida. And here in Florida, we have phenomenal gun laws. And you get the occasional, someone's been shot, someone's blah, 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 blah. You get that occasionally. You're gonna. Because criminals are going to be criminals. Plain and simple. Now, what you don't find a lot, which there has been in the past, though, but not as of late, has been any kind of mass murders or any kind of killings like that. Why? Because almost literally everybody here has a CCW, which I'm in the process of getting mine, which I will have mine. And right now, at Gander, I've got a SR9C on layaway. That's going to be my duty / concealed carry weapon. I'm a security officer, fixing to be armed. And you don't find it here, because we have access to guns, and almost everyone here's got one. I guarantee you, the craziest person in the world can be so crazy that they're going to go kill someone. But you say, hey, go into the Walmart over there in Florida. He's going to sit there and think, nah, because I know someone there's got a gun. What does that tell you? He's not going to go and do it. Wow. Okay. So, it's plain and simple. Less guns means more murders. More guns mean less murders. That sounds quite good to me. Don't know about you, but it sounds great to me. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to own one. You have to make the decision yourself. Do I benefit from owning a gun?